Hi guys, welcome back to GEISHAGAMING. Woo-woo! So this time, as requested based on the polling result, I'm gonna share some guide or tips for new hunter opera singer. I noticed that some of you also asking about tips to kite her, but obviously you need to understand the hunter skill, how it works if you want to kite the hunter, okay? So we're gonna start from there. First of all, she has a short hitbox just like Geisha. It only differs like 8 centimeters. She has pretty fast miss attack recovery, but long stun duration. She also get adjustment. I'm gonna explain later. I bring Berserker persona if you want to do the camping trick on the intro. Rage persona also very needed, and you can bring exhibitionist if you want to have faster. Even though it's already fast, yeah, the miss attack recovery is fast. You can bring exhibitionist too, or you can switch it to desperate fight if you see stunner, and also announcement persona. Basically, it's all flexible. Okay, first of all, normal form and shadow form. This is the dash button or the shadow lip for you to dash from this shadow range to the other. If you fail to continue the pattern, then you will be forced back to the normal mode or to your real body mode, okay? If you get stunned or getting pushed, let's say by memory fragments of little girl, you will be forced to get back to the normal form from the shadow form, okay? Same thing like getting stunned, any kind of stun, including the pallet stun, it will force you to get back to the normal form. Okay, so this is the basic things that you need to know. Again, this is the range and you see the red highlight like this. Okay, you have to practice to go from this range to the other. If not, then you're gonna have 8-second dash cooldown if you click on the same range, on the same red highlight range. Okay, that's why, like I said before on previous video, large map will be more challenging for her because it means that the shadow range will be further from one to another. Remember, if you want to hit, you will get back to the normal mode, okay? You will leave this shadow and it will last for 8 seconds on 0% and mid present and 11 seconds on full presence. Use the shadow dance skill to get back to the shadow spot, but if you didn't aim it, it will send you to the oldest one. You can aim it too, just like this, hold the button and click. Just like using the Joseph card skill, okay? Remember that opera singer is different than Geisha. When you are on shadow form, you cannot go to the other shadow range across the window or palette. If you force the dash button, then it will be cooldown for 8 seconds. Okay, so better don't just randomly spam your dash button. Memorize the route of your shadow. It takes a lot of practice, but practice makes perfect. So from 0% you will go to mid present and unlocking the shadow strike skill. I'm gonna call it just like making a shadow bridge for you to make it easier for dashing from one spot to the other without cooldown, unlimited dash skill. Very good for a large map. So just like this, there is a huge gap, right, between this spot and the other one on the building. So you use the skill, make a bridge, then dash. Chase survivor. Alright? When you are on full presence, your dash range will also be increased for 20% and your shadow will last for 11 seconds. Which means it will be far better for you though. I mean, you have further dash range and also the shadow will last for 11 seconds. So when you want to do the trick to camp just like what I show on the intro, it will be more beneficial for you when you reach the full presence because the shadow will last longer, 11 seconds. Again, if it is too far, you cannot bridge it even on full presence. You got to make the bridge. So important to memorize her range of skill, understanding in every single map. Once you understand, it will be easier for you to catch up with survivor. This is a fast chase type hunter, one single hit type. But again, you are not Geisha. You cannot just dash over the palette, remember, okay? But you can chase the survivor fast when you know how to utilize the shadow range, the dash skill, making the bridge and everything so on. Yep, you can catch up the survivor really fast, playing hit over the window. Yep. So The question is, I know many of you asked me about how to kite her. I've been looking for her this couple days on quick matches, to be honest, but it seems there are very few people that got her already. So I'm gonna share some basic tips. After that, I'm gonna make like a part 2 or anything. This is the first time I've met the skin of her, and this is the first thing that is really important for you. Don't panic. Okay, so the perfumer seems really panicking at this moment and forget to use the perfume skill, which is it's kinda normal when facing new hunter. You're getting panic, and as survivor you also can see the range here. I mean the shadow range, the red highlighted or the red outline under the ground. You also can see it. Her animation is so fast from shadow form to hit you. Then it is also why some survivor might get heart attack, getting panicking. On this match, because of early down and also going to the basement, we get a loss. So this is so important to understand for you as survivor. No heartbeat means that you cannot see the shadow range. No shadow range, right? Once you get the heartbeat, then you will see the shadow is going up and more obvious. A good transition to range with huge gap, just like on this spot. It will force her to go back to normal form. Always have fast response and expecting a hit. But what if you're not playing as perfumer? Well, tips number 3, palette wave and go behind the window. But be careful and expecting for bling hit, okay? That's why when kiting you need to count when the bling is ready or no. Her hitbox is small, but she cannot go through the palette or go through the window just like Geisha. Yeah, so palette wave still can work well facing her. Be careful with the shadow that has been left because you can teleport to that spot. So when you're decoding and starting to have this heartbeat and the color of the ground start to change to gray, it means that is the shadow range. You need to pay attention. Once you turn into like red highlighted, it means that Operasinger is on the shadow form. Okay, once the ground see red highlighted, it is shadow form. Okay, shadow form. You know which shadow range that is being used by Operasinger. Okay, I dropped these two palettes, making like an L letter, forcing Blubber to either break down the palette or mind game me with the skill, with the shadow teleport skill. And again, short hitbox, but still be careful, guys. Another thing that we found that can be used by survivor is to block the route, the shadow route or the shadow range like this, which is kinda silly, See, my route is being blocked. Well, unless Gravekeeper is moving a bit. So why this is so important, because when you want to assess the first victim that about to die, you can do this to harass the hunter together though. And when Blooper found it, he thinks that this is really silly, when Gravekeepers stay right in the middle, they can block the way. And especially the route on the stair, it will force you to have cooldown for your dash skill, just like this, because everything is red highlighted. You will have cooldown. Anyway, anything can still be changed by dev in the future. Same thing like our current characters though. So yeah, I'm gonna make more tips to kite her once she has been released at the shop, and hoping to see her more. I also want to play as her though, and to make it more relevant, obviously, like to play more as her. Thanks for watching and good luck, guys. I see you again on next video. Bye bye.